Minister, Deputy to move.
Yeah, I move. Yeah, yes, Count Carter.
Your party is 20 minutes.
Thanks very much, and we're sharing time.
Great.
First of all, I'm delighted to introduce this motion to the Dáil this evening for debate. It's particularly poignant and appropriate being World Autism Awareness Day. I would like to give a very warm welcome to all our guests in the gallery who have made such a special effort to be here. And I think your being here late on a Tuesday night is a testament to who you are, to your strength and conviction in fighting for the rights of your children, your family members, your students and your members. We send warmest wishes to the parents here this evening, as well as all the parents who are watching this debate from home via the live link. I want to acknowledge your involvement and part played in getting this motion to the Dáil floor. Your tireless work, first-hand experiences, wealth of knowledge and struggles have informed our work and everything we do. And as a mother, I'd like to commend you for your stamina and your courage. To our stakeholders, thank you for your campaigning, lobbying and perseverance. Your expertise is invaluable in informing and educating all of us as public reps. This motion we are bringing forward sets out a clear framework towards finally delivering an autism empowerment strategy for Ireland. We are calling for the setting up of an all-party Oireachtas committee which will be mandated with producing an autism empowerment strategy within 6 months, and critically, this would be in conjunction with the various advocacy groups, parents and autistic individuals directly. We need all-party buy-in for this to work. And should this motion pass, the next critical and urgent step is to work together to establish this committee. As our party spokesperson for education, there are a few key points I'd like to make in my contribution this evening. The first being that the equal right to education for all children is not being upheld currently by the state and this government. We know that under the Education Act 1998, schools are under statutory obligation to provide education to students which is appropriate to their abilities and their needs. The failure to make diagnosis in adequate time for school applications, the lack of ASC classes and places available for autistic children is a denial of a child's right to education. And these factors are creating a two-tier system within our education system. I am positive that all TDs here will have encountered concerned parents either about the wait for a diagnosis for their child, or that their child is yet to receive a place in a primary or secondary school, or indeed that their child has been asked to leave a school as a result of their child's needs not have been met. We need a review of the method by which the Department for Education and the NCSE process the setting up of ASC classes within schools and how these classes are staffed. We need to get to the bottom of why so many autistic children are not in school. We need to find solutions to the barriers facing autistic children gaining places in schools and address the fundamental issues as to why schools are reluctant to open ASC classes. Until we are honest and open about all of these influencing factors and take action, these problems will simply compound year on year. Our schools must be resourced adequately to provide equally for all children who attend, with or without additional needs. All schools need to acknowledge that diagnostic rates are increasing among our population, and we must deliver for that change in demographic. Teachers must be supported through this process. Schools can't simply state that they will not open an ASC class without justification when there is clear evidence of need. And if a parent feels that their child needs additional supports and that child is being diagnosed to verify that, then that parent must be heard. We also need to address the issue of social stigma. We must be cognizant that the potential to institutionalise, intentionally or not, remains a reality, and this must be acknowledged within our schools. A child with additional needs is as entitled to an education and equal opportunities as any other child. To become a fully participating citizen with access to education and employment should they wish. And families and parents must be supported in their efforts to achieve this. Of course, there are many varying points on the autism spectrum, and a situation which one child might accept without problems, another might find completely overwhelming or challenging. And this is why individual education plans are crucial to a child's development and progress within a school. Within our motion, we call for consultation with disability groups and educational stakeholders on the full implementation of the EPSN Act 2004, which will be undertaken at the earliest opportunity. Second-level students with additional needs across the state are being denied access to particular subjects on a teacher's evaluation of his or her readiness for that subject. Parents have told me this happens regularly and that they are denied input. School boards of management need to step up to the plate and request the relevant supports from the Department of Education and the NCSE where needed, so that teachers feel supported in this situation. It is pointless to advocate policies on inclusiveness unless those policies are implemented and monitored in a standardised and consistent way. We have come a long way from the dark days of the immediate institutionalisation of anyone who is deemed different, or any woman or child who did not fit within the accepted social norms. But if we are to learn anything from that dark part of our past, it should be that all our citizens should be cherished equally. That right must begin at birth and carried throughout every child's journey in our education system. If our shared hope is that we grow as a compassionate and tolerant society, then we must practice what we preach and work to ensure that every child has a place in a school in our local community. And this is not an issue for parents to fight alone. It is the responsibility of all of us. I'm just going to finish on this point because I know I'm over time, just to say that if we have failed even one child, then we have failed. And I would urge all delegates or all TDs to vote in favour of this motion tonight. Thank you.